Now I'm at my fun part of the build, the chassis, or the frame rather. Tin canning's 90% done, but when the frame goes on, the car takes a whole new meaning. It's actually going to be able to roll around the shop, which is great. I get to sit in it later. But a lot of it is designing and drawing out the frame. You know, kind of like when I was little, I must have been around 4 or 5 years old, I had an Etch-a-Sketch. And that was kind of my first drawings without thinking about it. And I drew something really, really nice. And I think it was a frame for a car. And my sister came and erased it. And all these years later, I'm still kind of angry at her for doing that, because I thought an Etch-a-Sketch lasted forever. I didn't know this stuff erased right away. So now I measure it and I draw it on paper so I don't lose what I'm making and measuring, so I don't have to do it all over again. So as you've seen, I have a line coming around the car. That's just for my perimeter to find out where the maximum length of the overall car would be. Then after I need the width, where I measured in between the wheels and everything, so it gives me an idea where the differential is going to be, which is the axle that drives the tires. Then I have the width of the front axle, which is very important. It has to track with the back axle. Otherwise the car is not going to have won't be fun to drive on the road. It'll be pulling or it'll be pushing. I'm within 3 inches limit, and that's great. And after all my calculations were done, I'm coming up with a 120-inch wheelbase, which is also great, because 110, 120, above that you're going to start getting some flexing in the frame, but 120 is actually great on. The drawing I started coming up with something that looks like that. So that's my preliminary drawing for the frame. Because I'm hands-on, and that's the type of builder I am, I like to do the stuff with my hands, I got a perspective on what to do. Next step now, drawing up on the frame rails, making sure I'm not going to be using too much stock, and I'm going to be cutting and welding in the next day or so.